All right, it's chest day. Let me recap here. So you guys saw leg day, right? You guys saw leg day yesterday at Dragon's Lair Gym. But now we're back in beautiful sunny San Diego, not as hot San Diego, for 5 days, 4 days, 4 days. So we've got chest, back, arms, legs. Yeah, and then we'll take a rest day, I guess, a travel day, because I'm going up to London, across the ocean for some study abroad action. Now I'm not sure how we're going to be able to get the vlogs in, but I can definitely tell you that we're going to be posting the training more often, because me personally, I want to get back into the habit of posting our training. That was really fun. And if you guys are looking to see some training, well, go back to my old videos, all right? Before a week ago. Because about a week ago, I switched to LA Fitness just for literally a week because my parents wanted to pay for it. And I was like, I'm not going to say no, as opposed to me paying $50 for a gym membership for a week. Yeah, heck no. So, yeah, so they're paying for a week, so I'm doing this type of video. But I was in Vegas last weekend, so I only posted one video because I used the hotel gym, the other two times. Bit of bad news, I actually left my $400 headphones at freaking Dragon's Lair Gym. So I gave them a call and I said, do you have Sony headphones? And they're like, yeah, we got a pair of Sony headphones. I'm like, send me a picture of them. And they go, yeah, we'll send you a picture of them. And I said, if the picture matches, can you mail it to me? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. So if they can mail it to me, I'll pay for the shipping and all that. But we'll have to see, man. We will have to see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to overnight some new headphones. Probably tonight or tomorrow, because I'm going to need headphones when I'm in London, And we can't really order packages there. I don't really have a P.O. box, and the school doesn't really allow us to. So, yeah, that's my sitch, guys. But that's less what I'm concerned about talking about. And more what I want to talk about right now is the concern behind this pump that's about to go down. The pump that, unfortunately, you guys probably won't get to see. Unless I can, set up my camera or something in the locker room for 10 seconds. Like I did on my, I think it was our last chest day 4 days ago. Yeah, I think it was like Friday or something like that. But sorry, I forgot to mention we're in the 100s now. We're in the 100 zone for days of the growth phase, which is kind of cool. That's a bit noteworthy. But I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get warmed up. Get some 5-pound dumbbells and do some of these, and then I'm gonna get under a bench. And I've got incline today for I think 3 sets. Then I've got some incline dumbbell. So I've got incline barbell, incline dumbbell. And I've got some shoulders, some triceps, and then a little bit of chest fly, squeeze finishers. Probably 2 or 3 sets of that. That'll be it, man. Oh, and 2 sets of hammer strength incline press. So I've got 3 sets, barbell incline, 2 sets, dumbbell incline. Probably do some hammer strength incline, maybe, unless I want to do pec deck or something else. And then from there, probably go to shoulders, then triceps, and then finish off with some of those cable flies, like cable crossovers, for the stretch. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I may end up changing a few things. Man, I'm stumbling over my words today. I actually drove home from Vegas this morning. So I left at like 7:30 and I got home at like 1. So I got a haircut. As you can see, didn't get anything off the top done, but I wear a hat, I wear hats. At least to the gym. Yeah. But I am getting to the gym pretty late today. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm thinking about putting out a grocery haul at least before I leave, maybe like in the next couple days. That would be kind of cool. Let me know if you guys want to see a grocery haul vid for a 19-year-old intermediate bodybuilder, natural on cycling creatine. Um, we'll see, man. I don't think there's much else to say. I think I'm gonna get in there and get this chest day started. All right, it is nighttime. I just finished my cardio. So that was, you guys saw the pump check. I was able to sneak in a few seconds in the locker room without some naked dude being in the frame. But I'm gonna go. We might get a double upload tonight, or I'll wait till tomorrow to upload it. That's what I'll probably do, honestly. Um, yeah, I was gonna. So what I was gonna do is go to the grocery store, but it's 9:30, and they close in 30 minutes, and it's a 10-minute drive there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll do it tomorrow. It wouldn't be very busy right now though. I'll do it tomorrow. It's normally not a very busy grocery store, so I'm gonna do the grocery haul tomorrow video. Um, the oh, there we go. We got some light. Um, the the pump was fantastic. I tried to get as good lighting as I could. Um, with the kind of time constraint that I had. How is Chuck E. Cheese still open? Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, so we had incline barbell, which I broke even on 2 sets, and I got 1 extra rep on one of the sets, which is fine, compared to 4 days ago. Incline dumbbell, I was baseline with all of my sets from last time, 4 days ago, which I'm honestly fine with, just because, not baseline, but I matched reps. And I'm fine with that, just because it was right after barbell. And also, today was not I would never say a workout is a throwaway workout, but I would say that today I expected to hit baseline on most of my sets, and I honestly didn't. I made good progress beating reps in easy bar pushdowns, in a couple other exercises that come to mind. I went up in weight actually on my incline hammer strength press on that movement, and I think I got like around the reps that I wanted to, that you would expect to when going up 5 pounds in weight. So yeah, I appreciate that. That's good. Honestly, today was a travel day, so I mean, my breakfast and lunch was like a protein shake, like a whole bag of crackers, and a whole bag of Chex Mix. So like, I and two protein shakes. Sorry, like Fairlife. So I mean, nutrition was kind of cooked today. I didn't take my vitamins this morning, so I took my creatine. But yeah, dude, I ended up staying an extra day in Vegas than what I initially planned for on like Thursday, when I was packing. So I didn't have vitamins for 4 days. I only had enough for 3 days. So yeah, it's okay. Today, progress is progress, right? But progress. I don't know. But whatever you kind of see it as. Um, Honestly, I just don't think I was at my best in terms of fueling. And I'm okay with that because, I honestly did great during the workout. Next time I hit chest, though, I'll be in frickin' UK. I'll be in London, which is, I mean, that's pretty sick. So basically, the way this week is going to pan out for the next 4 days is we've got back, arms, legs, and then I fly. And then I fly that next day. So I'm basically going to be taking a rest day in 5 days. So that'll put me at like 16, 17 days since my last rest day, which is kind of where I want to be. It's about 14 days, a week or 2 weeks or so. 2 weeks plus some change is normally when I take a rest day, which is fine. I'm chill with that. So yeah. That rest day, dude. I've just been traveling so much. Like, I think the thing that I really appreciate, like, I was making a lot of progress in Boston just because everything was very consistent. I was going to the gym at the same time of day, sleep schedule was on point, everything was falling perfectly into place. And I think I made great gains while I was going to the Gym Vista and kind of at LA Fitness for about a month. Everything was super consistent. I noticed that when my routine, no matter how jam packed or, kind of busy my routine is throughout the day, as long as my schedule is consistent, that's perfect. That's what I want, man. So yeah, that's that I think when it comes to making progress and making gains, at least for someone like me who's a natural lifter, just getting out of the beginner phase, like just kind of getting past that, 2 year mark, I think, taking that consistency approach, logging your weights, logging your reps. And me personally, I don't know the weights that I hit 4 days ago on this movement exercise or whatever. So I'm going to write it down. Other people I do know, like Alex, the guy that I worked out with like 4 days ago, he literally remembers everything. So he doesn't need a notebook or whatever. I forget that stuff, so I need to write it down somewhere. That's why I use my notes app, just because it's too much work to bring a notebook into the gym. I would, I think I did at one point because, oh man, story time. I remember in high school, so keep in mind, I want to go to med school, right? So I'm I'm on track. And so I got to be really locked in on my grades. And that's just me personally. My parents never pushed me past anything that I didn't want. So anytime, I was like, I want to do this with my life. I want to do this as my career. I want to go to med school. They're like, okay, well, you need good grades. I'm like, okay, push me to get good grades. And they did. So at one point in high school, I think my junior year, I was taking AP biology and I got a B plus in one semester. And they were like, okay, that was your freebie. And then the next semester, I had a B halfway during the semester. And that was supposed to be the second semester was supposed to be easier. And I had a B. And they were like, okay, so that's not good. Here's what we're going to do for the rest of the semester, until you get your grades up, basically. We're going to give you a flip phone. We're going to take away your phone and give you a flip phone. And so you can, listen to music with wired earbuds through it. As long as you download the music to it, you can, write down your workouts on it, but it didn't have a keyboard. So it was so much work to meticulously write down the sets and reps on it. So I actually ended up bringing a notebook to the gym, to record my workouts. So I would be at home on my computer, use ChatGPT, and, record everything out. And then I would, record my workouts and I would write everything down there. This wasn't my junior year. I don't remember if it was my junior or senior year of high school. It was around then. I was like 17 or so. Probably the end of my junior year. Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. So I started working out in like December of whenever I was 17. Yeah, or 16 maybe. I don't know. It was it was the fall of my junior year. That's what I remember. But I mean, to be fair, some people, like, who you guys love to compare me to, Sam Sulik, or other dudes. I'm trying to think of other influencers off the top of my head, like David Lade. I think he did some type of exercise. But my point is, a lot of, influencers did some type of exercise before getting in the gym. I did literally nothing. I did cross country for middle school for like 2 years. And that doesn't even count as, like, it was baby cross. It wasn't like 15 miles. It was like 4 or 5 miles was like a long run. So it wasn't even really cross country. It was just like running club. So I literally did zero exercise up until starting the gym in like my junior year of high school. And it was only because I was like, okay, I'm a little chubby going into high school. This kind of sucks. And then I remember getting taller and I was like, I'm still not in great shape. What happened? Growth spurt. So I ended up getting in the gym, and that's how I kind of got in there. But I think at the end of the day, consistency is gonna be where you get the most gains. You know, whether a little bit more on the stressful side, a little bit more on the laid back side. That's kind of where you'll start to see progress. But that's gonna be it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for back day. Hopefully, an earlier workout, not like a nighttime workout. But yeah, see you tomorrow.